It is my favorite time of the year.
Christmas is just around the corner. Coming.
And that time is awards season. The prestigious, the very important Cheap Audio Man Awards. And today we are talking about the best speakers for 2024. We've got affordable ones. We've got expensive ones. We've got speakers for every budget. So sit down, grab a cup of coffee, and let's talk about the best speakers for 2024. Hot. Oh, that's hot.
Christmas is just around the corner. Coming up, just around the bend.
If you are new here, please consider subscribing. We have over 1,000 videos about amps, speakers, turntables, DACs, just about anything for anybody that is interested in hi-fi, audiophile stuff. Listen, I am super insecure. That's why I do YouTube. So subscribing to my channel makes me feel better on the inside. It validates me, makes me feel important. So hit the subscribe button. It's just right down there. You can unsubscribe later. Trust me, people do it all the time. Now, these awards are for speakers that I listened to in 2024. So there's a lot of great speakers still out, still available. But if I didn't do a video or review on them in 2024, then they aren't eligible for this year.
Christmas is just around the corner. Coming up, just around the bend.
I am super excited about this speaker because there hasn't been a lot of speakers under $100, new ones that have come out. There's been a few in the past, but some of those, like the Sony SSC S5, have actually gone up, and you really can't get them for under $100 anymore, new. But this speaker, you can get new, and it is, wait for it, congratulations, to the Mica MB, I almost said RB, MB42X Gen 2. A whole bunch of numbers in there. This speaker comes in at $99. In my review of this speaker, I was shocked about how much bass this little speaker put up. Now, it's not a perfect speaker, and listen, speakers under $100 aren't going to be perfect. But if you don't try to push them too hard, some of them are very good, especially this one. It puts out a ton of bass. It's got a 4-inch woofer, 3/4-inch tweeter, soft dome tweeter. The X stands for crossover. Goes down to about 55 hertz, but it feels a lot more powerful than that because there's a bit of a bump. Now, with that bump around 80 hertz, 100 hertz, you do lose a little bit of clarity in the mid-range. But overall, for a speaker that's coming in less than $100, this thing is really good. Has a sensitivity of 86 dB, but the way that it is voiced with that oomph on the bottom, it matches up with a lot of inexpensive, affordable, clean-sounding Class D amplifiers. Stuff like the Fozzy Audio V3, the ZA3, the new IEMA A80, the IEMA A07 Max. And a perfect combo with this would be the IEMA A80 because it has a DAC inside. So you just hook your computer up to the IEMA A80, hook the micas up to that, and for less than $330, you have an entire system as long as your computer is the source. And I think if you go in with reasonable expectations on this speaker, you will be amazed at how good it is.
Christmas is just around the corner. Coming up, just around the bend.
Dun, 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 dun. Under $500. This is the next category. All right. If you watch any YouTube out there, this thing's probably going to win a bunch of awards, fake awards, because we're all just professional pretenders here giving out awards. This, my friends, is the ELAC Debut 3. The new ELAC speaker that just came out a few months ago, I think in August. Spectacular speaker. An iteration on the first gen of the debut speaker that came out about, 5 years ago or something. Oh yeah, amazing bass for the size. And it's just not the 6.5-inch version that is awesome. The 5.25-inch version is as awesome, if not more awesome, because there's a little bit a little bit better clarity in the mid-range on the 5.25-inch version. This speaker is coming in at $450 retail, which puts us well under the $500 limit. Magnetic grills, port on the back, a new aluminum dome tweeter, and aluminum dome tweeters to me always sound a little bit harsh, maybe not perfect, maybe not tonally accurate. Well, not on the ELAC Debut 3.0. It sounds real nice. This is a bit of a rolled off speaker though, so if you're looking for like spice and air on the top, this is probably not the speaker for you, but that's okay because I have another alternative for a speaker that also wins the speaker of the year, but it sounds different than this one. That is the Emotiva XB2. And this speaker comes in at $499, but Emotiva regularly has 20% off or 15% off deals going on their website. So that puts the XB1 with 20% off coming in at $399.20. This is the yin to the ELAC Debut 3's yang. So quite different. With the Emotiva, it just occurred to me that both of the speakers of the year under $500 the manufacturer starts with the letter E. ELAC and Emotiva. E squared for 2024. Anyway, the Emotiva is all about air, all about clarity, all about spice on the top end, and a lot of punch on the bottom. So you have two choices here, and they're both great, but which one you think is the best for you depends upon what your listening style is. There is no single one best speaker for everyone, because everyone's different. Some people like chocolate cake, some people like vanilla cake, some people like fruit cake.
Christmas.
I don't understand why, but some people do. But it doesn't mean that you're wrong because you like fruit cake over chocolate cake. I think the 5.25-inch Debut 3 from ELAC, you may want to get a subwoofer if you want that full range experience. You're not going to get a full range experience with the 6.5-inch woofer, but it does have so much bass that it will amaze you. It will shake you into your chest. And then the Emotiva is just air, detail. Ugh. What a wonderful year for speakers under $500. Congratulations to both Emotiva and ELAC.
Christmas is just around the corner. Coming up, just around the bend.
Under $1,000, it goes to Emotiva again with the XT1s. These are a pair of floor standing speakers that are just outstanding. I think, and if you get 20% off, these are coming in at $800. I don't think there's a speaker that can match them. Now, again, if you're not into clarity, if you're not into a little bit of detail on the top end, then these speakers may not be for you. But for $1,000, $800 on sale, what you're getting with this speaker is just next level. You get an AirMotion tweeter, 25mm by 32mm, 4.5-inch mid-range driver. Yep, that's right. This is a true three-way speaker. 3 5.25-inch woofers, 89 dB sensitivity, nominal impedance of 4 ohms. Frequency response going all the way down to 45 hertz up to, I don't know what it is, a million hertz, 27,000 hertz. But if you are not into that lively sound on top, then this may not be the speaker for you. Unfortunately, there just aren't a lot of options for something that has a warmer tonality. You can look at something like the new ELAC Debut series, but I don't know what those would be coming in at for a pair of floor standing speakers, and I haven't heard them.
Christmas is just around the corner. Coming up, just around the bend.
Between $1,000 to $2,000, we have two speakers that I think are just absolutely insane. One of which is going to be a bit different, so just bear with me. The speaker that I really just fell in love with to the point where I bought the speaker from the manufacturer is the Sonus Faber Lumina 2 Amateurs. This is a smaller speaker, but it's handmade in Italy. Has kind of a leatherette type of a wrap. Bottom ported on the bottom. 5.25-inch woofer, maybe I don't know if that's a 6-inch woofer or not. 1-inch soft dome tweeter. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at this. Look at the baffle. Look how beautiful it is. For me, this speaker represents a fun but refined sound. It's just got a wonderful tonality. But it's also very dynamic, especially for a small speaker. Now, don't let the size fool you either, because this thing can play loud in a larger room. But you don't want to overdrive something wonderful, beautiful like this. You might want to put a high-pass filter on it. But with a subwoofer, nice high-pass filter, around 60, 70 hertz, this beautiful thing is going to give you everything you want in a speaker. I wouldn't call this a V shape, but I would say there's a little bit of emphasis on the bass, little bit of rise on the top, and then the mid-range has just a slight veil over it. But from an overall sonic characteristic, the Sonus Faber Lumina 2 Amateur is one of those speakers that I just can't stop listening to. And this one, I think, would be just for about anybody. If you're after a straight, just pancake frequency response, maybe not for you. But I sure love it, and I think it deserves an award. Don't you? That's right, you do.
Christmas is
Now, this one is probably the most unorthodox speaker on the entire list. That is the Cambridge Evo 1. It's not really a speaker. It is a speaker, but it's also a streamer. It's also an amplifier. It also kind of looks like a soundbar, but it's not really a soundbar because it's way, way better. Has a screen, has the Stream Magic streamer inside, has something crazy like 12 different drivers. Nope. It has 14 built-in speakers. High resolution DAC, 6.8-inch display. Works with AirPlay, HDMI connection, optical connection, phono stage. I mean, this thing is just amazing. Next level. Now, if you can get rid of your paradigm of what hi-fi should be, if you can just kind of open yourself up to maybe this thing sounds awesome and maybe it's super convenient and maybe I don't have to run wires, then this thing will blow you away. It's images, it does everything. And if I were tight on space, or if I was doing a TV room or something and I wanted something that sounded awesome and was just simple, this would be what I would get. And it's $1,500 and it plays super loud. Congratulations to the Cambridge Audio Evo 1.
Christmas is just around the corner. Coming up just around the bend.
And the Cheap Audio Man 2024 award for the expensive speaker over $2,000 goes to the Wharfedale Super Linton. What an amazing speaker. Coming in at $2,500, I think they're running a sale where you get free stands right now, if you can find them. I think they sold out fairly quickly. This is a 3-way speaker, heritage style speaker, kind of like a really, really, really big bookshelf speaker. Comes with matching stands, which are amazing. You don't have to put together. You just open up the box and you pull them out. And for me, this is a definite departure from what the regular Linton sounds like. Regular Linton, little warm, little rolled off on top, kind of similar to the ELAC debut series. Super Linton, though, a lot more air, a lot more information, a lot more sparkle on the top end. It's just amazing. $2,500 is a lot, but when you compare it to something like stuff from Klipsch, the Heritage series from Klipsch, the KLH Model 5s, the JBL stuff that's out there, the L100s, this is a deal. Real wood veneer, beautiful design, beautiful sound, huge, voluptuous soundstage. It's just so fun to listen to these things because they're throwing stuff everywhere. And they're fairly easy to drive. Really impressed with the Super Linton from Wharfedale. And that's it. If you want to see my video about the best amplifiers of 2024, I will put it right here or right here. I love this time of year. Please have fun. And don't binge watch anything on Netflix or Hulu. Binge listen for hours and hours and hours and fill your soul with happiness. And with that, I'm Randy. I'm the Cheap Audio Man.
Christmas is just around the corner.